Josh Dallas co-stars as Prince Charming and now the sheriff on Once Upon a Time. Here is a preview of the next episode.
There was a little boy. He said his name was Henry. It was a dream. How could you dream of my son? They're alive!
Dreams hold the key to reuniting a family.
We have a way home now.
Unless a living nightmare stands in their way.
This is too dangerous.
They need your help.
Sure you're okay to do this, kid?
Emma, watch out!
I'm done reading about heroes. I want to be one.
You just walked in the building.
I
Let's
just
be
walked
honest.
in.
Yeah.
I just walked in, so it's on the fly.
I was even doing the vamping here so you could get into the studio.
Thank you
okay.
for that. Thank
Okay.
You made it work.
Hi.
Did you come all dressed like
I
that?
did. I
Very
did.
nice.
Sit.
Very
Thank you.
sharp.
Thank you.
It's what they call coming camera ready.
There you go.
Ready.
No makeup, huh?
There you go. No, not at
A lot
all.
of people don't
Not
take
at all.
that instruction though. They're like,
Yeah.
just
I
come
just
in
kind
their
of
sweats.
showed it. Well, last time I wore jeans, so I thought I'd dress up for you this time.
I don't know why you did
Very
that. Oh,
good.
this looks good. You look like a really cool guy or somebody you can't trust. I'm not sure.
That's
Maybe
good.
a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
All right, now, last time you were here, we hit it off pretty well.
Yeah, of course.
The audience liked
He's
you and
back,
everything.
so.
And,
That's a good sign, right?
I was intrigued, and I'm still intrigued. You're a guy from the heartland of America,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you went over with all the elitist snob actors over in England.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
And I don't pick up any of that in your attitude.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to keep it real, you know. I try to keep it down home when I was over there. So.
Yeah. Did you sound like,
You know what?
what?
Oh.
You didn't have time for makeup, and you're.
Oh,
just,
well,
I have
thank
to
you
do it. I'm
so
sorry.
much. See, now
You were
this-
just a little
they
shiny.
take care of you here.
He's a real guy here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're good.
Thank you.
You're sweating
Selling this
over
on
our
eBay.
show. Wow.
Carry on.
Well, he's a regular guy. He's sweating here.
Yeah, yeah, it's real.
When you
It's
were
real.
there,
Sweat is real.
you were with young Vic, and you were with all the British. You know, and listen, there's some of the greatest actors in the world, and you've worked with Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah.
Did you feel like a hick?
I felt like a total hick when I was over there. You know, I was talking like y'all, and I was coming in there, and then we were, you know, I was getting ready to do Shakespeare when I got
I
over
got to
there. so.
do that William
Fixing to do
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Yeah. They kind of beat that out of me when I was over there. But you know, I had the best time. It's the best training in the world for an actor, and it led me this way. It led me back home.
And when you
Yeah.
did, you were in the movie Thor, because you replaced Stuart Townsend. I remember that he was
Yeah.
going to do it, and then they had like a day or two to find somebody else, but you were standing around. How did that happen?
Yeah, I seem to fly into things very quickly, just like I came in today. But yeah, I came back to L.A. I came back to the States, you know, about 2 years ago. I'd been in England for 11 years, and literally like 5
Wow.
days later, I got the call,
Not
and I
too
got that
bad.
job, and I had to pop in and
So
start
how-
shooting 3 days after.
But how funny, in a way, because here you come back from England, and you're being directed by...
Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Was that
great
part
Ken
of it, do you think, in choosing you?
Possibly. I think it probably, you know, fit into the whole ethos of what he was doing and the whole project, and I think it certainly helped.
Yeah. Now there's going to be another Thor. You've got a great show, but the one downside is you won't be able to be in Thor.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. But you know, it's still going to be a great. It's going to be a great movie. I think it's going to be a great, you know, sequel to the first one. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be first in line to see it.
If you're from England, one of the things that's like kind of in your DNA is the show Doctor Who,
Yeah.
which has been on for time immemorial,
Yeah.
with several different Doctor Who's. You got to be on Doctor Who.
I was in Doctor Who with David Tennant. Yeah, for just one episode. You know, years
that
ago.
you
And
right there?
I was like a.
What are you, a
There it is.
A
looking at?
marshmallow? What are you?
The floating
that a
spoon
toilet?
face.
Are you getting a
the spoon
swirly?
face?
A spoon face,
Yeah,
okay.
spoon face. Yeah, it was a node actually, a node.
And how
That's
do
what
you-
I was called.
So
How do you
weird.
explain here in America what being on Doctor Who in England is?
Well, I mean, it's huge. You know, Doctor Who is it's like an institution. It's an institution in England, and I am sweaty. I can see
Yeah,
it.
well, you're schwitzing.
schwitzing.
LA traffic, that'll do it to you. But it's an institution, so it was a huge honor to be part of it and be on it.
So are you here now for good? I mean, you're not an English guy anymore?
I'm here for good.
Now, what prompted you after 11 years to make the move back?
I had been there for a long time. You know, I just wanted to feel American again and come back home.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well.
It did.
So
I'm not
how
going-
did you fall into this great series?
He showed up late and they said, hey, you.
Yeah, I showed up late
You look
again,
like
and they
Prince
said, "Hey,
Charming.
you come on in."
You look like a sweaty Prince Charming.
Yeah,
We'll take
exactly. No, I read the script, and I thought it was something that was totally unique that I'd never seen on television before, and it was something that I was definitely wanted to be part of, and it was a chance to take these iconic characters that we all know, like Prince Charming, Snow White, Rumpelstiltskin, and be able to
Kiss her.
Kiss her. Kiss her. I mean, it is not a bad day at the office.
No.
That day. But it was a chance to play these characters and kind of reinvent them in a way and make them, you know, more relatable and relevant. And now.
So you're Prince Charming, but now you're basically in the real world. You're the sheriff.
You get to play like
Right.
2 roles.
Yeah, well, essentially, you know, season 1, we were all cursed to live in this town
That's
called
right.
Storybrooke, and we didn't know our true identities. We didn't know we were who we are. But now the curse has been lifted, and we know who we are, and now there's all kinds of other obstacles that we have to run through.
I was watching
Now-
the other night, and one of the characters was like, "I'm a mouse."
Yeah,
Like, what?
yeah, Gus.
Yeah, he's like, I used
Yeah.
to eat cheese and peanut butter. I like the cheese, but I'm a mouse.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know what you're going to expect on this show.
You never know what you're going to expect. And I think that's one of the appealing things about it, and what's so exciting about being on the show is that it can kind of go anywhere.
And you know, one of the rules is you never, ever, ever date the leading lady.
Never. Never. Who does that?
You.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you still, or I mean, is this something we talk about or we don't talk about?
It's something we don't talk about, but I know that I'd love going to work with her every day.
Okay.
Very well. Give me that. Give me that. That was very
Good
good.
question. Great answer.
And by the way, Jennifer, she is
She's awesome.
The
so
best.
charming. I mean, she's been here. We loved her. Yeah,
She's the
yeah.
best.
I don't know if you're good enough for her, but we'll see.
TBD.
All right, yes. Once Upon a Time preempted this week, but next episode airs a week from Sunday. It's always great to see Josh Dallas here.
Thanks for
Thank you.
coming
so
in.
much.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
rushing.